Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
How's this one?
Good morning. Wow, what was loud? Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Getting our headsets lined up here. It's a good start to the week. You guys can always call or text us at 402-464-5685. Watch and comment on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. As we try to get our headsets going,
we'll go headsetless.
You guys can't hear it all in there.
No,
there's no sound.
We have no headsets.
We'll go we can hear you though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when sound's being played. I'll just crank up the sound over here. It's wonderful. You can keep trying it out. I apologize. I can't fix that right now, but I'll do it during the break.
Let's just do this. Hey, we're flying this plane without headsets.
Exactly.
We can do this.
I've always felt that I'd be the guy that all of a sudden, if something happened really bad in the plane, and like both pilots went down, I'd be the one that could land it. I'd be the one talking to the tower. Hey. Okay, now put the flaps down. I could bring it in.
You feel confident in yourself.
I was fascinated that when I brought it in safe, right there, everybody would cheer, and I'd say, "We'll be at gate 6. Pick up your baggage at baggage claim." Yes,
I can see you do that. I can see you pretty
flaps
chill.
down. I could land one. I know I could.
They would just, they'd probably could guide. I don't know. There's a lot of math involved. What I was told by a pilot is it's easy to fly one of those things until there's trouble. Then there's a lot of math involved. Yeah.
I think that might get both of us.
It would get me for sure.
Yeah, get me some math involved would not be good.
Well, apologize to you guys for the headsets. I'll try to get that figured out during the
it's
break.
all good.
But again, you guys can always call or text 402-464-5685. We will begin before we get to Nebraska football with some idle chit chat. Here we go. Play the intro.
Their sports takes are great,
generally speaking,
but the random conversations are even better.
I don't know if you want to talk about that on the radio.
Hey, you just did.
You just did. I mean, we're not just talking amongst ourselves.
It's time for Idle Chit Chat on Early Break, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care.
All right, idle chit chat. You got those ones working?
Oh,
Bill?
those sounds like they're working really loud.
Bill has a headset working
here,
over there.
Adjust that.
Too loud. Too loud. There we go.
Oh my God!
Is that still too loud?
Can you reach it?
Hey, technology's tough.
No, I'm plugged in over.
He's over there. Technology's tough. We'll get this going. Bill, can you live with those headsets or not?
Oh my God! You wouldn't believe it.
Is it just take one off?
Here, you start talking. I'll come fix those. Here, no.
Talk, Sipple.
Idle
we're
chit
gonna do
chat.
some
Somebody
idle
give me some
chit-chat.
idle chit chat. Simple to got for idle chit chat. What do you got this
I
weekend?
just rode the hog a lot. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't. Nothing extremely crazy happened. It was a gorgeous. Now the day was
What
ridiculous. Yeah,
Incredible. Me and Sugar got several walks.
yeah. I got bullet this morning, but it's beautiful. No, you're okay now. All right.
Is it turning a little
Just
lower?
let
I'm
Go
let it
off
go.
the headset for
We're
the first
fine.
segment. We'll figure
Yeah,
this
we've
out.
been
Figure it out.
derailed by this
Yeah.
headset.
Okay, let's just go headset list and we'll get it figured out for
Yeah.
next break.
Yeah.
I promise. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
I did think
Idle
of Jake.
chit-chat.
I did know what was going on yesterday, and I was thinking of Jake mostly. He was in predictably an incredibly good mood.
Well, the Dolphins put up 70 points yesterday. How could I not be in a good mood?
70.
This is the NFL. This is not FCS football. This is not FCS playing a Power
No, it's
5
really
team.
odd.
This was
I
the
went-
National Football League.
I went over this with Leighton, middle daughter's soon-to-be fiance. I said there's a difference between these kind of points. You see these games like that. Again, this wasn't Georgia against an FCS team. This is the NFL. Everyone has the same salary cap. Everyone has the same numbers.
Right.
There is no advantage. There is no, well, we have better facilities. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Can help you with a free agent a little bit, maybe if everything's even.
Right.
But it's all the same.
So what happens?
So for that to happen is just, and when you watched it, it looked like it was a practice of like the ones versus the fours. That's what it looked like.
It was
could have
terrible.
scored 100.
Except they had the
100.
backups in the middle of the third quarter. This is the NFL.
I think the NFL. Usually backups don't even play.
Right.
They don't even play.
This is now how big of an indictment on this? How big of an indictment on Sean Payton is it?
It's pretty big. I mean,
It starts on top. It always starts top down. It starts top down.
Vance Joseph is his defensive coordinator, and Vance Joseph was once the head coach of the Broncos. It was not exactly popular there either. So he comes back now as a coordinator, gives up 70 points in the road. And what I mean about backups were still dominating, the Dolphins had a 5th or 6th string running back in. It was barely off the practice squad in the fourth quarter, just trying to melt away the clock. And he goes on a 60-yard scamper, not a touchdown, but goes for 60 yards. Chris Brooks from BYU. Great in the preseason, but that's the guy that should be in the practice squad, and he's impressive. They were hopeless, and they were defeated from the get-go. It was 14-zip. They made it 14-7 to be fair, and then it was 21-10, and after that it was over. It was just route, touchdown. 10 touchdowns allowed. 10.
Are the Dolphins now? We're talking about how bad the Broncos look. Are the Dolphins just that good?
The Dolphins are a very good team.
Dolphins are very good.
What did I say before the season for my Super Bowl prediction?
Win the Super Bowl.
I said Dolphins, Niners. How's that look right now through 3 weeks?
Really good.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Pretty dang good. Both teams are 3-0. They're probably the 2 best teams in the league at this point.
Jake,
I'm just saying.
Berman.
I'm just saying.
No, you're
Shout
right.
out to the Dolphins.
No, you're absolutely right. Those would. I mean, I was listening to some other show this morning driving in, and the question was, which offense would you rather watch, the Chiefs or the Dolphins? And everybody in the studio said the Dolphins.
Well, the Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, who was a former Chief, obviously. Now they don't. I mean, again, 41 points. They were great against Josh's terrible, hapless Bears over there. But Travis Kelce's not exciting as Tyreek Hill. And by the way, Jalen Waddle did not play yesterday. They put up 70 points without one of the better receivers in the NFL and Jalen Waddle. This was Tyreek Hill and a bunch of, Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft. That's a real name, River Craycraft.
Do you just
Durham Smythe?
If you're Denver, Bill, you just move on from this quickly. I mean, or can you? The question is, can you? Can you just say, okay, now, hey, guys, flush that. We're watching film of the next game, and don't worry about it.
Like I said, that's usually a different little setting. That I used to use the term bury the ball, which means, hey, we're just burying the last ball. We're moving on quickly. There needs some sort of a breath of fresh air because it looked the same way on offense. As far as that, when you watch their offense, you can just tell just the vibe on the sideline. I've never seen anything like it, and that still comes back to just dead, dysfunctional body language. Everything about it was just on Denver's sideline was. And
that's on Peyton.
The chance that's what I'm saying. That's what say it goes head coach down. It goes from the top down.
See, there'll be some people taking a fair amount of joy in this because Peyton is extremely arrogant. I mean,
remember will he be on the floor for the Nuggets games when they start playing?
Yeah,
because him and Russ were on the floor a lot.
I mean,
for the Nuggets.
Here's another big story about this game regarding that. Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins were on the 20-yard line with a chance to kick a field goal to set the NFL record for points scored in a game. The record is 72.
Yeah.
They were in the red zone to score, and Mike McDaniel is a man of class. He said, "No, we're going to kneel. I don't need to do that."
As a classy
he knows
move.
Sean Payton. He used to be the ball boy for the Broncos. I don't need to bring my franchise down like that. Classy move by Mike.
It was a classy move.
You know what?
Move, yeah.
It was 100%.
You would get crucified for that, and rightfully so. If you kick the field goal to win, we just had to have the record.
Yeah.
If they would have got the record on an interception, pick 6 or something,
yes,
no, that's fine.
That's fine.
If
you can control,
Jake, I don't know.
Or if you just hand it off, if you have all your backups you can have in the game. You remember now when you get into games like that, you don't carry 10 offensive linemen, and so you can't. Not everyone's out. It's like, hey, get everybody out. We can't. We only have 48 guys that are playing. There's 20-something on each side of the ball. No.
I don't want to go too far into praising McDaniel for a classy move because it would just be, you can say it would have been extraordinarily unclassy to do it, to
But
kick that.
I'm going to side with Steve Sipple. On this one. Jake tried to make McDaniel.
He's classy. Come on.
Some sort of just like
he's classy.
Just straight.
He's a classy.
If you do it,
Samaritan of all Samaritans. Right. I don't think so.
They're
Jake.
up like 50 points. Just take the.
I mean, it would have been incredible if they would have kicked
What if
it.
the spread? What if before the game the spread was the Dolphins and 49 and a hook, and you took the Dolphins to cover?
Yeah,
that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? How about if you bet on that game? What would you be saying right now? All of a sudden, he's like, "Okay, what was it? Probably what 6.5 points?
It was 6.5.
6.5.
6.5
points.
6.5.
And you got 70 points.
You could tell pretty much in the first 2 minutes that this was going to be not a 6.5 point win, but more than that. Again, they made it 14-7, but it was they never stopped the Dolphins. There was one drive, I guess the Dolphins went for a 4th and 1 and gave it to the fullback inside their own 32-yard line. Oh, here comes momentum for the Broncos. No, they went backwards 10 yards and a punt. That was the only time they stopped the Dolphins, was one time. 10 touchdowns. 10.
Who do you got next?
Dolphins play at Buffalo. Big game Sunday.
That's a big one right there.
That is big.
If Nebraska wasn't playing Michigan, I'd probably try to find a way to go to that game. But I'll be here. I'll be here in Lincoln. So there's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call them for your winterizer application. Get ready for 2024 fertilizer application. Newton's Lawn Care. Andrew Newton and the team, good people. Good
Andrew's
people.
doing a great job. And Andrew are very excited about what happened on Saturday. That little downpour of rain was big for the new season.
I forgot. It seems Saturday was a long time ago.
So let's get to it. Nebraska beats Louisiana Tech 28-14 here in Lincoln on Saturday. It was a 7-7 game at halftime. People were a lot of murmurs, upset fans in the crowd.
Were there murmurs?
There's some murmurs. I was there.
What was it murmuring?
Murmur.
I would say a nervous,
palms up,
a nervous murmur.
Stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Come on, guys. It's Louisiana Tech. They gave up 40-some points in North Texas last week. No, Nebraska wins 28-14. The main job is to win these games. Yes, was it impressive in the way they did it? Probably not. You could say that, but
I'd say the third quarter was impressive.
Nebraska scored 7 points in the third.
The second half was impressive.
There you go. They scored 21 points in the second half and win by 14. Heinrich Harburg, again, there was 2 touchdowns called back by penalties, which is unfortunate. I mean,
they had one
legitimate. It did.
They had one.
3 total called back by penalties. But I mean, what do you start with at this game?
Just the response in the third quarter. I thought coming out, the big. All right, they came out and ran a 9-play, 76-yard drive. Touchdown drive, and they ran it every play. No passes in that drive. So everybody's asking, well, why didn't they just do that all game? Because they came out throwing. I don't know. I mean, there's one thing that comes to mind. Could you just come out running your only running back, and then he ended up with 22 carries as it was. I think maybe part of it is, no, we're just not going to come out and run Grant at him 9 straight times like we did in the second half, just to save him, is what I'm getting at. And I don't know, sometimes you throw to set up the run, right?
Yeah, I mean, also, early game early in the game, defense are a little more stout. They have full energy level at that time. And that changes as you take some punches down the road, even after halftime, even though I know it's coming off a half. That is a different feeling for him. It's the same thing. Those comments kind of drive me nuts with the other ones that do, like with all of a sudden when a team starts driving the ball during a 2-minute drill. Why did they do this all game? It's a little different on what the other team's doing. So it's just that's the same
100%.
thing. Well, why didn't we just do this the whole game?
Right.
So,
that's no, I got you.
But going into it, you felt that was going to happen because they had not been able. I mean, defensively, they had been very, very poor. La Tech had been. Very
you can run on them.
You could run the football on them. They said they gave up 40 to North Texas in the loss, and so you expected it to. So it had to happen like that. And then there were some. They did a nice job on. So they made a few guys miss and had some big runs, kind of end things off. But I'm sure at the end like that, you didn't want to see, because one thing you didn't want to see happen was when La Tech was driving at the end is if they get a score, all of a sudden it's 21. I mean, 28-21, and you're kicking an onside kick.
Yep.
You're kicking an onside kick there. So Nebraska, you never felt like they were in danger of losing the game. Even at halftime at 7-7, it wasn't like, oh, man, I think there's potential we could potentially lose this. But I wouldn't.
You wanted to see response, though, and they did respond. I thought they responded pretty well. The defense, I'd say, played well. It wasn't as strong a defensive performance as it has been. They didn't play nearly as many guys as they did last week. But it was good. I thought it was good.
What's the total number of offensive plays for Louisiana Tech?
Well, offensive plays.
They had 338 yards. The plays, let's see here. Oh, they had 63 offensive plays. Nebraska had 66 offensive plays in this game.
That's the advantage that Nebraska holds right now, and it's helped the defense tremendously, is that when you get a chance to get first downs, but when you huddle, use the clock, you get first downs, and the clock keeps going out of bounds, clock keeps going.
Yep.
Like that you feel it when you're watching games right now. You're like going, holy crap. It's like an NFL game. These games, they're moving faster. It's a different feel for them right there. So you're able to hold down opportunities. That's a great job.
Yeah, I guess that's the way they want to do it. So Harburg had the big runs. He had a 72-yard touchdown run. He's striking because he's so big and fast. And he was good, not great. What was he, Jake? 7 for 18 throwing?
8 for 17, 107 yards,
17.
a touchdown, 3 sacks, along with 29 yards for Heinrich Harburg. Again, running the ball, though, yeah, he's 19 carries, 157 yards, a touchdown, the 72-yard run for a touchdown, obviously, for that one for Harburg. And that helped put the game away.
It did. So he led him in rushing again. He led him in rushing last week as well. Grant was predictably excellent. I mean, like Bill was saying last week, Grant should run well against this defense because it wasn't a good run-stopping defense. He did. He ran well.
22 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown for Anthony Grant.
I love the guy. He's tough. He's a tough runner.
He's really good back.
But I don't know one of the biggest questions has to be, what do they got behind him? Bill, I don't know. I mean, I know who they are, but you didn't really see him. Yeah. You didn't see. You saw Emmett Johnson carry twice.
I think they have a pretty good feel for them. I mean, they've been here long enough. I said the new staff. There is an order, right? And the order was, they said that Anthony's order was a little bit different because of what we understand to be turnover situation.
Yeah.
That was the difference in his location on the chart.
Right.
But
for sure.
Still, it was the first 3 were Ramir and Gabe and him.
Right. So
2 of them. So they've watched it. So when your first 2 go out, you're down to 4. You had a reason there's a reason that
there were 4 and 5. Yeah.
There was a reason that they were there. And sometimes it's mostly with those guys is because of youth is why they're there at that spot.
Yeah.
But those guys have evaluated everything for a long time. There's a reason that there was a 1, 2, and a 3.
And exactly. So what you're saying in effect is if Quentin Ives and Emmett Johnson had shown in camp that they could be 2 or 1, they would be 2 or 1, right?
Yes.
I mean, they wouldn't. Amon Green quickly rose up the depth chart. Now they're not Amon Green. I get it.
Last year, our running back that is with Miami now,
AJ Allen.
AJ Allen showed it in camp. That's why he was playing early.
Yeah,
and got reps.
Yeah, so healthy. It can happen. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. So again, I don't want to be the harbinger of doom, but it is a huge concern of mine. The backups at running back. You do have Grant, and Grant's good. I felt all along he was the best they got, and I think he showed that.
Speaking of Anthony Grant, here's Matt Rule post game. I'll play the sound here. You guys can hear it nice. on Anthony Grant.
It looked like it was a good day for Anthony. I think the biggest thing was. The thing I was most proud of, if you put a camera on me, like I went over there and about punched him in a good way, like fired up, because he's the one who made the block on Fedoni's touchdown. Like we checked that versus that Sam Strong safety. We knew that if they brought it, it would be there, and he scanned all the way back. And so those are the things that we've been working on Anthony to get, not just to be a runner, but to be a guy that can be effective in protections. And he did that, and that was a huge play that really to me kind of opened things up.
There's Matt Rule on Anthony Grant.
Tough, gritty runner, just tougher than hell. Obviously it'll be a huge week for him. Fedoni, I thought Fedoni's touchdown catch was the big thing that gave Nebraska control. So Fedoni has 3 touchdown catches in the last 3 games. Listen, they just their offense is. They just need to do whatever they possibly can to move the ball. I mean, they're playing Tommy Hill now, 18 snaps at receiver. Tommy Hill, quiet career resurgence, played 18 snaps on offense, started at receiver. This is the third corner, and now he's their top return man.
He had a pretty scary moment to begin the second half. Was it the first the second half where he fumbled the kickoff in Nebraska?
Yeah, that was the start.
I mean, think about that moment for a second. If Nebraska does not jump
I did not see the play.
He
if Nebraska
the walk from Sugar.
If Nebraska does not recover that fumble at 7-7 at halftime, you get the ball, and they get the ball inside your own 35.
He got it though.
Here
he got
comes
it back.
some bad memories here, some bad thoughts.
He got it back. He got it back. So yeah, but Tommy Hill. He hadn't played more than 3 snaps at receiver in a game. He played 18 snaps the other day. It's fat. He's kind of doing a Travis Hunter right now. He's back. As far as the defense goes, again, they were fine. Well, let's put it this way: they rank second nationally in run rush defense right now. They're up to second. They held Louisiana Tech to 46 yards on 21 carries. So they're second. It's only 4 games in, but that's pretty good. Teams are averaging 1.83 yards per carry. That leads Power 5. James Madison I evidently has the fearsome foursome.
Steel curtain.
Steel curtain. Who's on a steel curtain? Who'd they have up there?
What's that? Mean Joe Green?
Mean Joe and Lambert.
Yeah.
Jack Lambert.
He was on the foursome. He was the linebacker.
Yeah, but once you count him in the steel curtain,
probably in the steel curtain.
Yeah. James Madison's only allowing 1.39 yards per carry.
What were the Vikings? The purple
people eaters. The purple people eaters.
That was Carl Eller, and Alan Page.
Yeah, that was
Marshall. John Marshall. Wasn't they have Marshall in that line?
Marshall
I think. Geez, Jake, how do you?
I'm a historian here.
That was dudes right there.
Yeah, I'm a historian.
So Nebraska's got some dudes. Bill, I was going to ask you about Omar Brown. Omar Brown played every snap. He was the only player on defense that played every snap. He played 66 snaps. Is it well? Now, and he wasn't like that last year. Omar must have some talent.
He's got some talent. He escalated last year by position. A couple things happened with him. Omar got injured early, missed some time. There was a situation in the Northwestern game which didn't fare real well for him in the first right out of the gate. But he was playing a different position, so now he's much more comfortable with that. And then when that exchange took place with at the defensive coordinator spot, I tried to get him into the game more, and so his confidence wasn't great. It built as we went along, and then in a couple of the packages against Iowa, he was a starter. Last year. So he was kind of building on that. So Omar deserves all the credit for how he stayed focused and kept moving forward. He could have been a palms up guy. Yeah, one of those deals. And he was never a palms up guy. He was tremendous. He was absolutely tremendous in the meeting room. Saw it coming. So this, like from myself and any of the previous coaches, would be like, oh no, we saw this coming. But it's a great job by the staff of seeing it also and getting him in the right position. He's playing very well. Right now.
He had 8 tackles.
He was a really good player. I know it was FCS, but he was a really good player.
I think it was FCS All-American.
Yes.
So yeah. When you, I don't care what level you're at. If you have All-American by your name, you're good. John Bullock didn't have All-American by his name at any point, but he's playing really well. Bullock played the most snaps among the linebackers. Now that's partially because Reimer went out in the first half. His pads were off in the second half. I don't know what his injury is, but Rule did say it's not a long-term thing.
Is there a Husker insider we could talk to that might know?
We need to know.
You spend 10 hours a day on the Huskers. I thought maybe you would be.
I was out yesterday. I was out of the office.
We could tell.
We are well aware.
The three-legged stool text chat was just being Billy.
What was the term?
It was wobbly.
What was the term you used though?
I said the stool was wobbly.
No, on the text. It was safety something. I don't know.
Check yourself safe. Mark yourself safe. Mark yourself safe. I did text.
I laughed out loud.
Simple. Mark yourself safe.
Mark yourself safe.
That's all we wanted.
It's a beautiful
We
line.
hadn't heard all day. I think it was a fair thing to ask.
Mark yourself.
We have a group text, and me and Jake have texted like 20 times.
Yeah, it's like, I guess
there's nothing.
I could just text Bill again.
I didn't have my phone on me
because it was hard not to text immediately when you saw the Vikings clock management at the end of the game.
Oh, God. Well, we'll discuss that
tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get to that.
John Bullock,
losers.
So John Bullock played a bunch of snaps.
Nice
John
job,
Bullock,
John. What a great dude.
Yeah, John's a good dude and has made the transition from, I don't know, what he was playing nickel to full-time linebacker, and he's one of their dudes for sure. Javin Wright's another one that's really come on.
He's playing very well. And his position change fits him better with where he's at, being inside, more of a linebacker.
Is that right?
Spot. Yeah.
He's a big rangy line. He's a big rangy linebacker.
And again, he went through just horrific injury situations. I mean, didn't know if he's ever going to play again.
It was horrific.
I mean, he's been through, I mean, 2.5 years of being injured. And then also with him in the Iowa game also, he played a ton last year in that last game. He played a bunch in that.
Now, I mean, I'm already getting texts from people saying don't blow up those stats until they get into conference play. But this is a team that is second nationally in yards.
There's two things.
Okay, no, wait a second. They're second nationally in rush defense, and they lead the Big Ten in rushing offense. And that's what you want, is a good rushing offense and a good defense against the run. I get the opponents are questionable, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
first is first.
But when you have bad,
no apologies.
It is harder when you talk about what fans are saying is right. You have to look at the schedule. So some teams have played. I look at like a Utah. They've had Florida, go to Baylor, UCLA. I mean, it's like teams that can rack stuff up.
Right.
I mean, you're playing. So people have certain matchups where you just go, wow, that's incredible. The teams that they've had to play so far. There's a bunch of those teams that have had Purdue's been brutal. Their schedule they opened up with was just absolutely brutal.
Oh God, yes.
And
they're 0-3 at home.
Yeah, they got waylaid by Wisconsin 38-17 on Friday
Seems like
night.
a year ago.
It does. Seems like that.
But the difference is not the difference, but the point to make with that is that they haven't played great teams, but they've also done exactly what they're supposed to do against those teams. Because sometimes you don't do that.
All right.
Sometimes you're playing a team, you're going like, we gave up 140 yards rushing on garbage stuff, whatever, and just should not have happened. No. They're not very good. And so they've done a great job of handling what they had to get done. So they deserve all the credit in the world for that.
Now, big test obviously is coming on Saturday. They did get a turnover. Hey, they won. By the way, newsflash, Nebraska wins the turnover battle.
How about that?
1-0. When they forced a turnover late, got the pick. Gifford gets a pick.
Bounced off his face.
Was that DeColdest Crawford?
That was DeColdest Crawford.
I didn't know it was
DeColdest. Former Husker DeColdest Crawford. But the pass was fine. Went off his face mask up in the air, and Gifford
did it catch him by surprise?
No,
I don't know.
Really, I don't think
let's not forget that was the backup quarterback for Louisiana Tech. We did not see Hank Bachmeier. There was reports during the week that Bachmeier might play.
Jake,
you did.
What's the word on Bachmeier? 100% he's playing.
Guess what?
Jake told me.
100. Let me get
100. I got the text.
Yeah, their announcer.
Let me defend myself for a second.
Their announcer.
I was reading Husker Online on 3. Husker Online.
Not on 4.
They were talking to the broadcasting
good deflection.
team.
Good deflection, Jake.
Louisiana Tech, and it said Bachmeier's going to play. So I stand on that.
Anyway, they played Jack Turner, who's a freshman.
Jack Turner stats in this game, by the way, if you're curious. Jack Turner, 27 of 42 with that last pick at the end. 292, 1 touchdown. No sacks for Nebraska on Saturday. No sacks.
The media corps was very interested in Smoke Harris, who I thought Nebraska did a good job on. I mean, they were making him out to be Lynn Swan out there.
Well,
he was fine.
Couple plays.
He's pretty good.
He's good.
He's good. A couple plays, they say, they do a screen pass.
They throw a lot of bubble screens.
Yeah, bubble screen. Make a play. Make a miss, Smoke, and he did.
Pretty good.
Once or twice.
He had 73 yards. I mean, you would have thought he had 273. By the way, people talk about him. He had 10 catches for 73 yards. Big deal. Sorry.
Sip. Wow. Look at Sip.
Well, I mean, it was a little
big
ridiculous.
Deal.
It was a little ridiculous in the press box. All you heard was Smoke Harris. Man, that guy's good. Hey, all right. It's fine. I'm sorry. He didn't blow me away. Let's put it that way.
This is probably what people were talking about. He had 10 catches for 73 yards. He had 75 yards after the catch.
Okay.
Does that mean a lot of yak there? Well, he had yards.
He had 73 yards, but 75 after the catch. So okay, he had 75 yards.
What? He could have 75 yards and no yards after the catch. Yeah, those are all. He was getting yards every time he got it. He didn't just go down.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. He got 73 yards.
Sip is not a fan of Smoke Harris.
I'm a fan.
You came in today to come at Smoke.
He did.
No, I'm
came
a
in
fan
today
of Smoke Harris.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of blowing a guy up to be something he's not. I mean, come on. They did a good job on him is what I'm talking about. They held him 73 yards. This is the most ballyhooed 73 yards I've ever seen. He didn't get 100.
100.
If Grant gets 73 in this game, we're going, what the hell happened? Smoke Harris gets it, and we're treating him like he should be in the Heisman race.
Sip is not here for the Smoke Harris talk.
It's getting ridiculous.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was getting ridiculous.
The stats are not amazing. You're right.
I agree.
I appreciate that, Sip. Thank you for having a
it was getting out of control in the press box. Anyway, 2-2.
Yep, 2-2. Nebraska.
Boy,
by the way, Nebraska opens up as a 17-point underdog to Michigan this Saturday.
That would be that. I think that number is very large, just because I've said it before. Michigan plays small ball. I mean, what were them and Rutgers at half? 7-7?
It was something like that. They pulled away in the second half. Yeah. Now, and it was.
Remember, with 4 minutes to go, first of all, Rutgers missed a field goal. Okay, and then with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, it's 17-7.
Correct.
And they're going for it on fourth down, and they probably should have kicked the field. I'm like, kick the field goal.
Yep.
They go for it, and they pick six.
Yep.
On the
It was, yeah.
And that's where they kind of fell apart.
So you were watching that.
Oh, yeah. Never going to miss that game. That's a classic.
The game was 14-7 at halftime, Michigan.
14-7. So look at all their games. Look who they had before. I mean, look at all their games. I mean, maybe
they've all been tied at halftime.
At halftime, they're very close because they play small ball and they run the ball. And they're if it gets 3, they're not like, can't run it. No, keep going. They'll keep running it.
How'd they look to you?
And so, in my opinion, they're not close right now to what they were last year.
God, what's the change?
Now, I think it's the center.
Oh wow!
Remember their center went to won the Remington Award, if I'm correct on that. They were the Joe Moore, I believe, last year. The last 2 years. For the best offensive line in the country.
Yep,
that's not who they are right now.
It's not,
and they're good, but that's not who they are right now.
So they're not as good
up front. I think they might be a little asleep at the wheel because remember their first 3 games were
East Carolina, UNLV, and Bowling Green.
Then they open up with Rutgers, which is a much improved team. But I'm telling you, when you grow up and you have the winged helmet. And you have that you just go like, yeah, whatever, Rutgers. That's just kind of your thought process.
It is.
The logo gets you. And so
it does.
The logo gets you. And so that's what happens. And they popped a big pass.
They did.
And all of a sudden, that Michigan just kind of screwed it up, and the guy goes the distance. But they're not playing real well right now. As far as you just go, okay, man, because they're like, oh man, there's no way.
You should not be terrified of Michigan. You should be scared of them, but don't be terrified.
It's the same thing. You want to be terrified? Play one of them Pac-12 schools.
Yeah, those guys are good.
You want to try to be terrified? Play Washington.
The Huskies look good.
Play Oregon. Play Washington State. Play Oregon State.
Bill called it back in June. The Pac-12 was real. It is real.
They're real.
We opened up with the first thing we talked about. Remember that? When we got our magazines?
Phil Steele.
Back in June. Right to the Pac-12. I've got some comments on that.
When we
could just get a headset.
Yeah, when we come back.
If anyone has a headset out there. Also, quick comment one thing.
Quickly.
That Harburg survived the weekend out front on the tree. So did Jake. Me and Sipple didn't make it. We're off the track.
Jake survived.
Jake made the weekend.
It's zip tied up there. It's zip tied up there.
Yeah.
Is yours zip tied too?
Yeah. Mine and Harburg are both zip tied.
We were stickers. So we lost us.
When we come back, we'll have.
Hold on, what are you saying? I can't hear you.
Head scratchers.
Head scratchers.
Next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's football season in Nebraska, and that means coaches are busy making game plans. I'm Eric Hagan with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, We understand no two cases are the same. Whether facing a DUI, criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. Liberty Law's relentless trial attorneys serve all of Nebraska. To learn more, visit libertylawnebraska.com. That's libertylawnebraska.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados, and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles, from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I have some very good news for the breakers. I have repaired the headsets during the break, so everybody's happy. Everything's fixed.
You didn't have to weld them or anything.
No,
You just had to plug them in.
It took approximately
They just weren't plugged in.
2 seconds to figure out the problem, but I couldn't get over there during the show.
There's a lot going on for me and Sip.
Yeah, we got it fixed though. You guys can hear now. Everything's good.
We're whole.
Great. Yes.
You guys are old. Hey, you said it, not me.
We're
I did
whole.
not.
Yes.
I did not
We're
say
whole.
that. Oh, it's okay. To a certain extent. To a certain extent. Well, it is that time. We had this segment begin last week, thanks to Bill. So let's do it again. It is time for week 2 of Head Scratchers.
I just love when he says that.
Head Scratchers, by the way, Head Scratchers is sponsored by our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland. Ron and his squad there. They have thousands upon thousands of tires. I took a tour of it like a month ago.
Incredible.
Oh my God, that place is amazing.
Tires.
Sip, you would love to go there. Just
Well, I
walk
need
through.
tires.
Yeah,
The place is amazing.
That's
Really?
That's Ron Preston, probably the best athlete to ever come out of Lyons, Nebraska.
Is that right?
Yeah, incredible athlete. Yes.
Did you throw the javelin?
But that, I don't know if he could have.
Check it out.
He can
So
still
he
do
was
it
like
now.
he was like Bruce Jenner.
Yes.
Now Caitlin.
Yeah.
Former Bruce Jenner. Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Tread Central Tire Pros, again, our sponsor of Head Scratchers. Bill, what's first on Head Scratchers
I got a
today?
lot.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I got a lot. I got a
purple
lot.
marker for some
I
reason.
got all kinds of stuff with that. Let's just
Some
start with
purple
some
marker.
Let's just start with some games. One that and we're going to come back to this at some point in time. But the number one head scratcher was Minnesota Northwestern. Number one head scratcher that Northwestern down 21 in the fourth quarter comes back and win it. That was a head scratcher, which we'll delve into a little later. Wyoming beats Appalachian State. Appy State just lost to North Carolina. Wyoming beats Appalachian State. That's a big upset.
Craig Bull's going to a bowl game.
Yeah, Craig Bull's going to a bowl game. Just remember the score of Texas and Wyoming in the fourth quarter last week was what? 10-10.
Is that right?
10-10.
He's got a team.
Yeah,
Craig's got
another
a team.
one. Another one of a head scratcher was Northern Illinois, Tulsa. Tulsa spanks them 22-14. And Tulsa had wide open guys everywhere. And the quarterback either threw it in the stands or in the dirt. It was the most incredible throws you've ever seen in your life. The announcer's like, well, he's wide open for a touchdown. And it wasn't close. He missed throws. But there was one time he had a throw from the 8-yard line. The guy was standing 2 yards in the end zone with no one within 20 yards of him. He skipped the ball to him about 5 feet short. It was incredible.
Wow.
That was a big one. Indiana and Akron, 4 overtime, head scratcher. But here's the head scratcher. Okay, let's talk about this one. This is insane. UVA, NC State. End of the game. Virginia's been through pure hell with this thing with the shootings that's happened on there, and then all the stuff that's been through pure hell. So now they score and they have to go for 2 to go to overtime. They score. After they score, the offensive lineman headbutts a defensive lineman. Throw the flag. So now to go to overtime, they're at the 18.
Oh, God.
They're at the 18.
Oh, God.
He scrambles around. He throws in the end zone. They catch it.
No.
When it happened, the quarterback went down. His helmet kind of popped off. Then he stood up and took his helmet off and posed and did the pose. Gets a 15-yard penalty. So the point counted. Okay, the point counts. So now it's down. There's like 20-some seconds left. They got to kick off from the 20. They give up a long kickoff return. This is incredible, the stuff that happened. Those 2 penalties, a long kickoff return. So now it gets down to the last play. They're going to kick the field goal to win, NC State is, or go to overtime, right? They miss it, going to overtime. No, they're not. No, they're not. They decided to run and jump over the top.
No.
And you can't do that. It's illegal. So either you were coaching it or allowing it to happen. One of the 2 things happened. Either the guy went rogue and just said, I'm going to line up at 7 yards deep and run and jump, or he was told he could do that. I'm not sure which one it was. I don't know how all of a sudden just to say, this is what we're going to do.
That's a head scratcher.
So then, so boom, penalty. They make it and they lose.
That's a head scratcher.
It was incredible.
What is that, Jake?
Incredible.
Head scratcher.
Jake asked me about this head scratcher.
That's disturbing.
Tell me about this one, Jake. So
I'm ready for you, Bill.
You guys heard the story on Clemson on the kicker?
No.
The kicker was on his way to take a job in Wall Street. He's on his way to Manhattan. He was their kicker a backup last year.
Okay.
Had kicking problems. Dabo brings him back.
Okay.
He ends up being the starting kicker. I think he got back Monday or Tuesday to Clemson.
This past week.
Incredible. So they show before he goes out there to kick his first field goal, and they pan to his parents and a whole bunch of surrounding people.
Yeah.
12 of them.
I saw
and
that.
they're just they're a mess. They're a mess. Can't watch. Makes the field goal. There was crying. There was hugging. There was everything.
This is going to go south. I can
now,
tell.
Now Clemson has a chance to win the game. At the end, it's tie score. The minute something to go. He's got a 29-yard field goal to make. Kicks it.
Way left.
It's left.
And then they show again, but they head scratches. They went back to the family.
No!
They went, and they're all like this. They're just staring straight ahead. They don't know what to do. No one knows what to say. It was
come on.
It's incredible. You don't have to show them.
That's sports.
I know, but it's they don't. It's like
no, you don't have to. Though.
Hey,
you don't have to.
Hey, Tommy just dropped that pass right there. Let's show his parents quick. I mean, it's
yeah.
What happened? Hey, left tackle just got beat for a sack. Where's his grandparents? There they are. They're sure upset. Head scratcher.
Hey, great win for the Knowles though. Anyway,
yes.
I did see that. They didn't have to go to the parents.
No, it didn't have to go to the parents whatsoever. But there were the head scratching games that went on. And let's just throw it in there now, so I know one's going to get to it later. But the FSP, we had a great chance. Arizona State gave us everything they wanted. Remember, I mentioned Arizona State could happen against USC.
Yeah.
They fought in there. I think Notre Dame was in position to potentially be that, but there was one, and I didn't even have it down.
What?
There was a field storming. Northwestern stormed the field.
They did it.
They did it. Here's the best.
Could you tell?
Oh, there was probably 40 or 60 people. That was it. There was no. And the best part was they showed PJ Fleck coming over to shake hands with the head coach from Northwestern. Quick handshake. He goes to leave, and there's just some random dude running by, storming the field, waving his arms, and he runs right into PJ Fleck. Just clocks him. It wasn't like a field. They're literally storming with what? It's probably 40 people.
There wasn't anybody in the stands.
There was no one there. The top, there was what?
Terrible
There was
crowd.
probably 4,000 people at the whole game.
There might have been a little more than that, but not many.
Oh, but we
10,000.
Yeah.
Northwestern was down 31-10 going into the fourth quarter.
Oh God.
They were down 21-0 in this game, 27-10. I mean, it was horrible. And I don't know how the Gophers possibly could have lost that.
Well, Bill said they're not very good. And if you lose to Northwestern, you're not very good. No, I'm just saying. I mean, the hats off to Northwestern for all that, platitudes about hanging in there despite the adversity, blah, blah, blah. And they have. And that was a good win. It was a good win for me. I don't know that I feel good for Northwestern, but it was a good win.
So several head scratcher games, not crazy ones. Buffoonery.
Where's the buffoonery?
But that was buffoonery by Virginia. The things that they caused. The
that
three
was
things that they did was incredible. And then showing the kicker's parents.
I can't believe it.
That's a head scratcher.
That's a head scratcher.
You show them when things are good, not when things are bad.
And they missed the kick. They went right, and to see the face of the 12 people just staring straight ahead, not knowing what to do or say.
Quickly, thoughts on that.
I know where you're going now.
No. Stay there for a second. In terms of when it's okay to pan to somebody when things have gone badly. Quickly, Dolphins game yesterday. I'm going back for a second.
Okay.
I mean, the Broncos they're down by 50, and they just keep panning to Russell Wilson on the sideline and Sean Payton and Vance Joseph. Is that okay, or is that over the top? Do that.
It's okay
to pan to that when things are going so horrifically bad.
No, because you're looking for reaction.
Yeah, you are.
How are they handling this?
This is a kicker's parents, though.
No, that's different.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works with the producer. If the producer's saying, hey, no matter what, whether this is a make or miss, you're going to the parents.
Yeah.
Or if the cameraman just in that moment doesn't know what to do. Nobody knows what to do. And it's just there. And all of a sudden, oh God, we got him on camera.
Yeah.
Get it off.
Get it off.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
You can also just say that's just sports. We show the good, we show the bad, because in sports there's good and bad. So let's just treat it like life.
There's nothing worse than there would been more things to show in that game. So it was 24-24. When it gets to be when the game's so out of control, there's like, what do we show? What are we doing?
That's true.
Yeah,
that was 24-24. What a win. What a win by the Seminoles. Because I thought they were dead.
I saw a stat.
They almost got screwed by the ref.
First overtime road win in school history.
Oh, whatever. That? What? Really?
Yeah. First overtime win on the road in school history.
Can't be right.
Yeah. I bet it is. I'm going to say it is. It's on the Google machine.
Yeah. I thought it was a very interesting factoid.
It is really interesting given how many games they've won. I mean, this is a great program.
How many have gone to overtime on the road?
Probably not that many.
Yeah, from watching the game, you just watch it. It's like, ooh, Clemson played better.
I know they did. They out-yarded them.
They did. They out-yarded them. They could run the ball. Mm-hmm. But I didn't get a chance. I kind of want to delve in like every little thing. That was a huge head scratcher. What went on there too was when they went with they had like 2nd and 3, and they went with a now screen by
who's they?
They Clemson.
Okay,
got
now
blown
screen.
up like that. It's like just run the football. Just run the football. They could have been in much better shape. Play calling was not. It was kind of said we're going to be a little fancier than you.
No, okay, all right,
yeah. It was they hired that's Lincoln Riley's brother.
Yeah,
and it's like
we're gonna be a little
We
fancy.
watch this. If they would have just been old school, no, they win the game.
Well, FSU's title hopes are alive.
Hey,
they almost got screwed by a ref on a interference call that was not interference late. I was apoplectic in the press box.
That was a wonderful week 2 edition. Our second edition of Head Scratchers, sponsored by Tread Central Tire Pros down in Cortland. Ron and the squad, good people
Ron's
down there.
Incredible. That's where I go to get my tires. That's where we drive to. We drive to Cortland.
When we come back, we'll have Bill's Thrills and Song of the Day on Early Break in the Ticket.
Head Scratch.
Listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. Age is just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
more John Deere dealers offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough?
Never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Jake went right into the 70s.
What? Just
safe play.
No, it wasn't safe. It was outstanding.
It was nice.
Oh.
Bill got very excited. Look at him right now. Can't even breathe.
Oh, well, that was something.
It was good.
That was something.
It was good. Yeah, I'm going good.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
It was going good. It was
Somebody
good.
was more excited than the other person.
Yeah,
That was
I
definitely Bill over there.
It was good. I've heard it a zillion times. I've always liked it. It's never blown me away like Bill. I like it. It's not Jimi Hendrix, but it's fine. And who do they sound like? I was trying to put that in my head. Who does that sound like? Kind of Boston.
There's a Boston sound. I agree with that. There's a Boston. There's a Boston sound for sure. That's right.
Boston / Billy Squire.
Billy Squire's incredible.
I'm not sure I got the Billy Squire.
It's Boston with Billy Squire in it.
You get that, Bill, on that one?
No.
I get the Boston, but I don't get Billy
Okay,
Squire.
maybe not
there.
Billy Squire.
Yeah.
But if you get the first part, yes. Boston,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, and they had no other hits, I don't think.
That was it.
Now, that's startling to me because they can come up with that song, which is timeless and iconic.
Is that off Flat as a Pancake album?
I don't think so.
Let me check it out for you quick,
I think
Bill.
that's another
Or
band.
is that BTO?
No, that's not BTO.
Hang on.
No,
I think Bill might be right on this.
Flat as a
He is correct. The album was Flat as a Pancake from 1975.
You were playing that in your car, weren't you?
Thank you. Thank you.
Were you playing that in your
Hey,
car?
No, just give me some respect on that.
That's the biggest surprise of the show today was that right there.
That is incredible.
Flat as a pancake.
Nice job.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give that. I'll go 7.555.
That's a good score.
Yeah, 7.5555.
10.
10. Bill does not go with the 10.
They're not.
usually.
Are they dead?
Nope.
Not
Did
dead.
anybody die?
I think I heard this right. Did you have any bad dreams? Did you break any glass? It's incredible. How do you hate this song? The energy and also the lyrics.
I didn't hate it.
Are incredible.
Yeah. Did you
10.
have any bad dreams? Did you break any glass?
10.
Okay, we got to guess Josh's
Josh.
score.
8-9.
Yeah, he's gonna be above
likes
Sips for sure. Not a 10. You said 8-9, Bill.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with 8.6.
I'll go there. 8.6.
You're gonna copy my score.
8.5.
Thank
9-3.
you. 9-3.
9.3.
Yeah.
He said, I needed this today. Love the keyboards.
Keyboards.
says Josh.
He needed this today.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome,
It's
Josh. He's a Bears
Thank you.
fan. He's had a rough
Oh,
time.
the damn Bears.
The
thank
streak.
you.
The streak is at 13 now, and it
I
wasn't
gave
close.
it a 10.
Thank you, Bill.
How was Fields yesterday?
Horrendous.
All right, let's go to Bill's throws. Come on.
Hang on. Let me play the legal ID real quick.
Are we doing Bill
We're
Stros?
doing Bill Stros after I
It's time
play
to run down.
a legal ID.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Without further ado, we just had head scratchers. Now we'll go to Bill's Thrills on a Monday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we
Is it
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Well, we know that Mondays are Football Facts Mondays for Bill on Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs of Lincoln. Bill, Football Facts, floor is yours.
All right, let's have some fun here.
Having fun. We're having fun.
Football 101 brings you back to, did you have any bad dreams? Did you break any glass? Bill's Thrills is going to talk about Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Ooh.
And this was incredible. Incredible. Time management. Wow.
Good
Wow.
or bad?
Bad. Oh, my. Oh, my.
By?
By Notre Dame.
Okay, Notre Dame.
I mean, they should have gotten the ball back maybe at the 15-yard line, no timeouts. Instead, play selection was horrific. They went with the first run, they go for 10 yards. So I went back and to ask Jake, I wanted to watch the game again. They're 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. When they punted from the 25. They're at the 37-yard line. They just hand the ball off downhill and their offensive line is their strength. That's what they are.
Says Lou Holt.
The next play, they have a play call, and Hartman pulls the ball. -6. Never should have happened. Run the ball. If you run the ball 3 times, at worst, you're going to get to the 42-yard line. Instead, they pull it, lose 6. They're like, okay,
pulls it.
Instead of maybe going like, hey, we're going to throw it. Maybe go play action because they think you have to run it. They went screen pass. The screen pass should have been intercepted. It bounced right off his hands. And then also, guess what it did? Stop the clock.
Come on.
Stop the clock.
Come on, Notre Dame.
Didn't make him use a timeout.
Not good.
It's
Not good.
insane.
No, that's not good.
You can't make those mistakes
No.
as an offensive coordinator in that time.
Nope.
You run the ball 3 times. That's what you do at that time.
This is beautiful.
And then you get down to, so then they decide the clock was running. So Ryan Day decides, hey, we're going to hold a timeout. So the clock's running now for the punt team. Okay. And they send the punt team out to milk the clock. I understand it. They put them out there with about 14 seconds left, and they're going to let the clock run all the way down before they snap it. That's not normal for those group of guys. Guess what they did? Jumped. Now they got a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
First of all, they had a timeout. So I'm sitting there with my wife. I go, call timeout. Just run it down to 1 second and call timeout. Make sure you're ready to protect this punt. Don't get the punt blocked. Call timeout. Don't do it. Or what you do is you hold your punt team on the sideline and you run them out with about 10 seconds. So everything is normal. So you don't have to just sit there. Huge coaching error in that area. Then they get down to the end of the game.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen here.
Okay, let's talk about this one.
Yeah.
3rd and 19. They had the runoff because of the penalty.
Intentional grounding.
Yep. So there's 15 seconds left.
3rd and 19.
Third and 19.
Ohio State has the ball.
3rd and 19.
Down by 4.
Down 4.
They run on defense. Now, again, there's always calls. Trust me, I've got calls I'd love to have back. Everybody did that. But they went with a spot drop 8.
Notre Dame.
Which means eyes, all vision on ball. Okay? This is a huge error because at that juncture, first of all, the first thing you think they're going to throw is 3 by 1 or 2 by 2, all 4 go, all vertical benders. That's the thing. And the throws are all going to be down. The ball's not going this way. Mm-hmm. It's going to be down on a laser, just like what he threw.
Yeah, he threw a laser.
And so
Kyle McCord.
It was a giant coaching error because here's the advantage. Here's the advantage in college football is that you can have your hands on the receiver all the way until the ball's thrown. Not just 5 yards, all the way to the ball. So the advantage in college is beat the crap out of the receivers, get hands on them. So you play 2-man, or the call that we had at Nebraska, we called was win-win, which means win-win was we had bodies on bodies. They didn't play bodies on bodies. They had free. The guy who ran down the field, unabated, ran down the field. If you're playing 2-man, you're playing man under him. So you have a guy between him and a safety over the top.
Okay.
So it's kind of crazy. Now, again, I think Jake and Sip would both agree you got to watch out for face guarding, correct?
Well, of course.
You do, absolutely.
100% no. There's no face guarding in college football. That was a quiz, and both failed. There's no such
He
rule.
led us astray there.
Yeah,
Sip, he led us astray.
That was subterfuge.
There was no such. There was no such rule. But I was just and then now here's the deal. If they'd have brought like a blitz, just say we're blitzing them, we're coming after them.
Notre Dame.
I'd have been like, okay. But what they called at that time was just not the right call.
And then
they get down.
Yeah.
So now
the big problem.
Now they spike it.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. So now here's
nice job.
Here's the thing here. So you have 2 plays versus 1. So they know if they run it on that down, they don't make it, game's over. But they can get 2 plays in very easily. Mm-hmm. So they throw the sprint out, which is common. Airmail it.
Yeah.
Okay. But now what they didn't know
Marvin Harrison.
Yes, they didn't know at that time that they were short a guy on defense.
Notre Dame was
short a guy. They're playing with 10.
Pretty bad coaching.
Now this was after. Remember, this was after a spike, so they had time.
Yep.
Okay, had time.
Hey, this is on Freeman.
Then they throw an incomplete pass. They have time again. Freeman said, "Well, we didn't want to rush him in and maybe get a penalty. Obviously, someone from above or not." I managed to stand there going like, "Hey, you're supposed to be in." So then the last play,
game-winning play,
the last play from the 1 yard line, it's like it was obvious. I'm like, oh, they're running the football. They're going to run it,
right.
And they run it right where the D lineman, as he said, was missing,
right
where he was at, and they still made it by 1 inch.
Made it
by 1 inch.
We're talking about a lineman on a goal-to-goal situation.
It's not good.
There was a gap not filled.
This is, you know what this commentary has been? An indictment on Notre Dame's coaching late. They blew it. They should have had a huge win.
They had a chance at a massive win.
Massive.
Ohio State should have got the ball at the 15-yard line, no timeouts. Or if they would have saved the timeout, there would have been 42 seconds left. One of the two.
I will give Ohio State a lot of credit here. I mean, they kept their composure. McCord made a great throw to get him down to the 2 or 1 or whatever it was.
But if you go back and watch the play, he's unabated down the field. They just the slot receiver ran right down the field.
Man.
And they just threw it. They just threw it. They threw a laser to him. There was no one in between them. There was no bodies on anybody. And plus, if you play what we call 2-man, which is man across the board, you can rush 3. You keep a spy if the quarterback takes off. But he couldn't scramble because if he didn't get out of bounds, then that was it. If he doesn't get out of bounds, I mean that's the end of the game.
This just points up, Jake. I mean, first of all, what we don't know as non-coaches and non-players, but also how many things can go wrong. It's just ungodly to me in football. How many things can go wrong?
They just got so if they would have ran 3 quarterback sneaks in a row, the ball would have got to like the 42-yard line. Think about that.
I know.
They probably pinned him at the 10. Instead, they got the ball at the 35, the 35-yard line.
Man.
Instead, that all off of clock management and play selection. The best thing, those guys inside were dominating. just run the ball inside. Would it be tough sledding? Yes. But they did just run the ball for 10 yards the previous play. Then they decide to pull it and lose 6. And then they take the penalty. I mean, it's insane. And then no one even talks about, the biggest thing they're talking about is the 10 men on the field,
Right.
which is huge at the time.
Yeah, it's huge at the time.
But they never talked about the clock management.
Right. Well,
never talked about the defensive call at that time.
Mm.
I mean,
they probably won't.
They literally could have rushed no one. They literally could have rushed no one, and it had him back in coverage because it was 3rd and 19.
3rd and 19.
And he can't take off and run. He can't go anywhere with the ball.
Nope.
Oh, it was just.
I was in disbelief when that ball was caught
relatively
easily, right? I mean, there's coverage.
He was in traffic.
But he had a clear shot at the ball.
And he made a great throw. He zipped
He made his
great throw by McCord.
Asked my wife. She had to go pick up Gigi from the pumpkin patch. Yeah, and she texted me. So I go. I'm in a complete meltdown right now. I was in a
melting down.
I was
in the
melting
basement?
down for that
In the basement.
But we're in the garage. I was in the garage.
Oh, you're in the garage.
TV. I melted down.
Were you pacing?
Because here's what I felt bad for is help me out. I'm trying to complete blank on the quarterback for Notre Dame.
Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman doesn't get to play in that game again. All those guys don't get to play in that game again. That was going to be a Notre Dame green jersey signature win.
Yeah.
Give all the and give again the credit to Ohio State for they got it done.
Hey Jake,
they got it done.
Oh, they did,
but there are so many little things.
This is a good example of coaching matters, especially late in games.
Hand the ball off.
Jeez, it matters. It matters a lot. Coaching matters, Jake. It's not just who's got the most talent.
It does.
I'm all worked up.
It's a good another good addition.
Maybe go pace out on O Street.
Yeah, please go pace, Bill. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid. Plains advises your ATMs at Lincoln. Top of the hour next, more on Nebraska. Looking ahead to Michigan next on Early Break in the Ticket.
Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Xandar.
Yes, Marlex.
If you want to assimilate into Nebraska culture, you must learn the reactions of joy from playing and winning Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery.
Specify.
Nebraska life forms use words like yippee, wow, woohoo, and booyah.
Logical. Nebraska Pick 5 grows by $10,000 each time it is not won.
This produces hyperactive reactions in humans.
I will try. Yip-ee.
Needs more work.
Nebraska Pick 5 top prize odds 1 in 658,000.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Be sure and call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technician will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Oh, the headphones are
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early 2024. Did you lose something over there, Bill?
I do have something if we could. If breakers, if you guys could please write this down. This is urgent, urgent, urgent. Phone number 402-360-0982. 402-360-0982. 402-360-0982. That's Steve Schindler's personal cell phone number. Let's see if we can get him 1,000 texts today. It's his birthday. His birthday was yesterday.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Remember he invented FDIC. It was his birthday yesterday. Let's hit up Steve. He's doing a lot for us right there and doing a lot for Creighton. So if we could, 402-360-0982. If you could please start texting Steve Schindler's
Just a
birthday.
bundle of
One more
random.
time. Yeah, 402-360-0982. If we could please shoot a message off to Steve Schindler, inventor of FDIC.
I'm going to text him here in a second.
Yes. And so just we let Steve know his birthday yesterday. Had a great day. What's that?
How old is he?
I think Steve would be 62.
Okay.
But he looks like, if I'm going to guess, I'm going to say he looks mid-40s.
Okay.
Probably mid-40s.
402-360-0982.
0982. So breakers,
thank you, Bill.
Please write that down
Steve
and please shoot him a text. That would be outstanding. Thank you.
Okay. Well, happy belated birthday to Steve Schindler.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure we get him a lot of texts today.
They had
It'd
a
be
good
wonderful.
Sunday. It was a gorgeous day.
You guys can call or text us at 402-464-5685. Now, this hour, I'd like to get to several things because I want to get back to Nebraska, but I also have a lot of good audio from Saturday with Ryan Day and Lou Holtz and Jake Dickert, the Washington State coach, and getting mad at Lee Corso.
Jake Dickert.
Which we'll get to that maybe
the old
here in a
men
second.
took a beating this weekend.
You want to get to that right now?
Corso and Holtz. We might as well.
Okay. All right. So let's get
get to Dave.
All right. So we just brought up, as Bill did in Bill's Thrills, the end of Notre Dame Ohio State was epic. The final the score was on the final play of the game as the clock struck 0. Ohio State scores to win that game 17-14. Ryan Day was pretty fired up in post game because they just won the game
on the field.
This is with NBC after the game. This is his he was asked his thoughts on the win. And this is the first thing that he says. Ryan Day, everybody. What was he mad about?
I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Oh, boy.
What he said about our team, I cannot believe. This is a tough team right here. We're proud to be from Ohio, and it's always been Ohio against the world. And it'll continue to be Ohio against the world. But I'll tell you what, I love those kids, and we get a tough team.
What did they prove to you tonight in this victory that you'll take away and run with?
Toughness.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Well, what was he mad about? Here, Lou Holtz was on the Pat McAfee show on Friday.
Lou.
Now, let's keep in mind before I play this. This was at South Bend. This is a home game for Notre Dame. A former coach, Lou Holtz, was talking up the Irish. What a surprise as you're hosting Ohio State.
Hold on, just play it.
Here's Lou Holtz on Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Dame is a better football team than Ohio State.
Love hearing that. Please, Coach.
And let me tell you why. We have the best offensive line in the country. Sam Hartman won't even get his jersey dirty all year. He has time to throw the football. The offensive line, we have great running backs. Esteem is averaging about 10 yards a carry. We have great receivers. So offensively, we're set. Defensively, our defensive line's better. And you look at Coach Day, and I coached at Ohio State under Woody Hayes. We won the national championship when I was there.
That's right.
So I'm proud of that. However, he has lost to Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Michigan twice, and everybody that beats him does so because they're more physical than Ohio State. And I think Notre Dame will take that same approach. I know that our schedule, it hasn't been the best. We're 103rd in strength of schedule. However, that doesn't bother me because every day we get to practice against good. We get to practice covering our good receivers. Won't be much different than covering the great receiver they have at Ohio State. And plus, we're playing at home. It'll be a close football game, but we will win because we believe. Forget who in the hell we're playing. Just tell Ohio State this. You take this message to Ohio State. You tell them they better bring their lunch because it's going to be a full damn day's work.
I love that. Hey, hope you heard that.
Okay.
Well, Ohio State got the last laugh on that one.
That's Lou Holtz on the Pat McAfee show, and that's what Ryan Day was referring to. But I cannot believe what Lou Holtz said.
Now, I will say this. Holtz kind of made it personal. And
what's he supposed to do?
Well, now hold on. He didn't have to say Ryan Day's teams lose because they're not physical enough.
All right,
okay,
that's fair.
Ryan Day's teams aren't physical enough, is what he said.
Okay, that's fair.
Now, if Ryan Day takes issue with that, I'm okay.
I'm 100% with Ryan Day on this.
Hundo?
Hundo.
He basically took a shot at Day and said his teams aren't tough. Jake, this is football. That's what it's all about.
Kind of hard not to be tough, and your record's like 60-something and
That's
4.
the other
thing.
thing.
It's like, they're not tough. Yeah, easy.
Really? They're not tough.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right.
Lou?
Yeah. Now, if I were Day, I would be tempted to blow it off. But again, the guy questioned your toughness, basically. I mean,
I would have said
Lou Holtz is 86 years old.
But
he didn't physically go after him. He didn't take a swing at Lou. Like, if he did take a swing at Lou, I'd be like, okay, that's not right.
If he was right there, you might have. He was pretty fired up right there. Ryan Day was.
Well, of course, they just
it
won.
was 3rd and 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they called spot drop 8.
Lou, it was okay. I don't know why he made it kind of personal. I don't know why he had to do that. You don't usually see that. But again, Jake, now you're right. He's on a Pat McAfee show. It's basically a pep rally.
That was a pep rally.
It was a pep rally.
That was a Notre Dame
Come
pep
on.
rally.
Yeah. They made it personal, though. I mean, and I'm sure Lou doesn't mind what Day said. I'm sure Lou doesn't take
He
it.
probably laughed saying, what did he say?
Yeah.
He might have been asleep during the game. You never know. Was he even watching the game? Was Lou Holtz
Let's
awake?
not do the ageism thing.
Was he awake?
Let's
He
not
was
do
86
the
years old. Was
ageism.
he awake during the football game? I want to know this.
Hang on, my dad's 88. He was
Yeah.
awake.
Well,
We discussed the coaching
you
errors.
did?
Absolutely.
He could find it on the TV. He didn't have any problem.
And here's the thing, too. Obviously, it wasn't until like the next day that came up about the 10 men on the field. That was not known. And the kicker of that thing is it was 2 plays in a row. In the last play, when he said they couldn't get him on the field, it was an incomplete pass.
I want to play. This is from Marcus Freeman. Let's hear this real quick from Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, let's hear what Freeman.
Bill referred to it. Here's the actual audio from Marcus Freeman and the last 2 plays.
Marcus, the film shows that on that last play, there were only 10 people on the field. Just curious what happened.
Yeah, we were trying to get a fourth D lineman on the field, and I told him just stay off because we can't afford a penalty. I didn't have any timeouts, right? And so we couldn't afford a penalty there. You know, and yeah, it's on us. We got to be better.
Before that, when the game comes down to that last play like that, what's the message to the team in the huddle before they get out on the field?
Freaking win the interval. That's all I said. You know, there was really 2 plays. We caught a timeout on 3rd down, right? And so there's 2 plays really to be prepared for in that situation. And so, you know, it went and threw it, incomplete pass, had 3 seconds left, and we couldn't get a timeout, right? We were out of timeouts. You can't really, crowds loud, you can't relay a message. And so, you know, I told him we're probably going to run the same call twice. And that's what we ended up doing.
Same as Bill, 10th, not getting the guy on the field there.
You go through a lot of things. Like I said, it falls back on when he said they couldn't get him on the field. That's confusing to me because it was an incomplete pass.
Okay, so you should be able to get a guy.
It easily be like, okay, we screwed up. We were short a guy.
Get a guy.
Incomplete pass. Boom, get him on. So I don't think they realized they were short a guy until they actually like I did too. As I'm watching them line up, I'm like, okay, they're going to run the ball. I knew that, but I'm looking there. I'm like going, they're not gap sound. Now I did not realize they were short a guy.
But they're not.
So
gap
someone
sound.
from the press box that also didn't catch it, or the position coach that didn't catch it, because as a coordinator, you have a lot of things going through your head, and it's not like, hey, do we have 11? Right. That's not the thing going through your head. You think we have 11 because you just call a package out. Hey, we're in base. Whatever package that we're in. That's what we're doing at that time. So that's a hard one. That's a really, really hard one. And there was like so many things of all the things I brought up that happened in those last 2 minutes where Notre Dame could have just done so many things better.
That I'm telling you, after listening to you, my takeaway is Notre Dame's coaching let them down. Notre Dame's coaching let the Irish down.
It did.
Just saying.
In this situation, it did. And then Ohio State made the plays. So when it's real
that's
simple.
it.
But also they made the plays and they had to. But it falls into the we hear forever. We said that this is invented 200 years ago. That you lose more games than you win.
Absolutely,
you lose more games, and when things are even.
Also, it must be said that was a huge moment for Kyle McCord because now he is the quarterback.
Yeah. Yes.
Now
he's the guy.
It leaves no doubt who the dude is now because now he's looked at differently by his teammates.
But if they don't,
he made that throw. It's just all about that throw. Now you look at him differently. Okay, you zip that in there.
Think about that, Zip. If that throw is incomplete, they lose this game 14-10. He might not be the starting quarterback next week.
Exactly.
that
sports,
throw
that's
confirmed he is the guy.
I know.
One throw.
It swings like that. That's sports.
They had 10 points, and it was because they had a breakout 60-yard touchdown run. That's what got them to the point to where they were at.
Yeah, Travion Henderson, right? Yeah. Got loose. But that's sports. That's why we love it. I mean, that's why you watch it because that's things like that happen.
You have to think so fast on your feet.
Yeah. Oh, what else you got there?
Well,
before the text line?
Yeah, we do. Before we get back to more audio, anonymous Cubs fan texts in and says, "Hey, coach, tell your buddy to stop being rude and respond back to my happy birthday text."
Come on,
Schindler. Hold, you may just be getting up. Yeah. Come
on.
Let's give that number. 402-360-0982. Let's see if we can get. Let's see how many we can get today.
His name is Steve.
Steve Schindler. Midwest
the
Bank.
Legend of Midwest Bank in Creighton. Yes. Okay, so we had more shots fired this weekend. So you had again the Ryan Day's mad at Lou Holtz. So Jake Dickert, the head coach of Washington State, whose team beat Oregon State 38-35 at the Palouse, right?
The
Palouse. This was Lee Corso on game day. He refers to this. I'm gonna play this first from Lee Corso regarding they were doing their picks for the weekend. Here's Lee Corso regarding this game, Washington State and Oregon State. Lee Corso, the old man.
In the Nobody Wants Us Bowl. Yeah. Nobody wants it. Poor guys. Washington State beats Oregon State.
Okay, there's Lee Corso saying that nobody's watching.
Pretty benign comment there, by the way. Come on.
Jake Dickert, the head coach at Washington State, took it personally. Here's his response after their big win against Oregon State.
I was watching game day, and Corso comes on and he says, the no one watches bowl, and I don't really understand that. What's the merit once again? Because the facts say people watch the Cougs.
People watch the Cougs, man. It's the Palouse.
Yeah.
He called out Corso.
Dude, we had Lou Holtz and Lee Corso both called out in post game this year. This weekend.
That one was really benign. Corso was just having fun. He didn't take a shot at anybody. My God.
In the nobody wants us bowl.
That is not a fact.
Nobody wants it. Poor guys.
He does that.
Washington State beats Oregon State.
Come on, Dicker. It's okay. He's just an old man having fun on the set.
At some point in time,
and we got to quit calling him old man. That's age.
He is an old man.
Stop it. You're
and once
old
again,
someday.
like that, please, can we get a hold of Kleokov? I mean, he couldn't somehow hold the Pac-12 together.
Pac-12 is so good,
especially if it's true.
Good God.
From all the words, it was like they offered enough money that everyone would have stayed, and he said, "No go. We're going to take more." Now, I would say this: the presidents had to be involved in that, because here's the deal.
I suppose I don't like to let him off the hook, though.
Oh, I don't either. But I want you to think about this right now.
I'm thinking
Colorado's probably at best 7th to 8th in the Pac-12. It can be this. Think about the teams: Washington, Oregon, Utah, USC, Washington State, Oregon State.
That's
it's incredible.
Good. That's an incredible.
It's
league
incredible.
Right now.
It's absolutely incredible. Washington, Oregon, right now. You can't even imagine. And Utah, I mean, then you got UCLA. I forgot I didn't have UCLA in there. UCLA would be ahead of Colorado. They're about an 8th team in that league.
You could legitimately right now pick Washington to win the national title, and you feel pretty good.
Absolutely.
They're loaded. They're very good.
They're loaded.
Their defense is good. And Penix obviously is a remarkable at quarterback.
There's no way you could also say, okay, if Oregon plays the national championship, they'll get smoked. Nope. You wouldn't say it. Be like, nope.
No, they're loaded too.
They're loaded too.
And Lanning's a tough dude. He's a tough dude. They're well led. That's a well led.
I don't have the audio from what their pregame speech, but he's like, Colorado's going for clicks. We're going for wins here.
He did say that. He didn't back off. He didn't back off.
Did not back off.
At halftime, 35-0, and they had more points than Colorado had yards. It was 22 yards for Colorado, 35 points for Oregon.
At one point,
they went 42 to
400 some yards to 30 something.
Yeah, they went 42 to 6. So didn't really put on didn't do much the second half, but still won going away.
Now Colorado's got USC. Now Colorado's got USC.
USC is nowhere as good as those top two teams.
Oh, they're not.
No. They're better on Washington and
Washington's better.
Washington's better.
And Oregon's better than USC.
They got more defense.
Okay.
They got more defense.
What about offensively?
Quarterback
on par?
I don't know. So right now I had this. I wrote this down as a note. Just throw the name out. Who right now? So we got Heisman Monday. Who's winning the Heisman? That they gave it out tonight.
Well, I think
is it Penix?
Penix.
I think it's Michael Penix.
It'd be Penix or Nix, I think probably. But I'd go Penix.
Pac-12.
Pac-12. Who else would win it? I mean, right now the
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Not even close to those two right now.
Well, who's a third?
What's that? No, I'm saying Caleb's could be third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying who else could win it?
Yeah, who else? I don't know.
There's nobody in the Big Ten that can win it right now.
Not right now.
SEC,
SEC has nobody.
I don't think anybody right now in the SEC.
Georgia, no.
Does Jimba have anybody?
No.
Jimba's still on the field.
No.
He's still on the field right now.
So here's the thing also you don't understand. The best quarterbacks aren't maybe even talked about. Cam Ward at Washington State is playing unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
He might be playing as good as anyone in the country right now. He is outplaying Caleb Williams.
This is sad sort of talking about this because it's disbanding. The league's disbanding and it's at its height. I've never seen it this good.
If they don't just if both those teams go undefeated, let's say Oregon, and remember Utah could beat anybody because they're dealing with their backup quarterback.
Yep.
They don't even have their quarterback.
They don't have
yet.
Cam Rising. And they're still winning games.
If they all of a sudden get Cam Rising back, now it's going to. But there's a really good chance, right? If they don't eat each other up, that you could have two teams in the Pac-12 in the playoffs.
Yep.
Two teams.
They would deserve
in the final year.
Yes, in the final year.
As they're anticipating.
And they're like, yeah, the league has no interest.
That's unbelievable.
I'm watching it. Did you guys see the stadium in Oregon? Juiced up.
Austin,
oh, yeah. It's a great
stadium.
Juiced up. Washington's a great stadium.
Great. I watched that Cal game a little bit the second half. Oh.
It looked very much like it was. It was a JV game.
Right.
It was a JV game.
Toying with them.
Is incredible. They said that sometimes they think that Penix might just throw a couple incompletes just because. Just one of those
mix
guys
it up a little bit.
I am not a robot. I promise. I'm real.
I can miss one. But right now, I think Penix would be the winner if we gave it away today.
How about that, by the way?
Right about that. We'll see you next month. See where we're
at. By the way, Tammy, your sister's chimed in here.
Yes.
regarding Steve Schindler.
Schindler's birthday yesterday? Yes.
She says Steve Schindler has received 20 birthday texts so far, all anonymous. One even thanks him for inventing the FDIC.
Protecting the banks, people. Our money.
I'm going to say that. Thanks for protecting
our
banks.
money. Yes.
Steve Schindler, you are a hero. You are a hero, Steve Schindler.
Yes.
God bless him.
Let's give that number
Send
again.
him the salute emoji.
Yeah.
Send him the salute emoji.
Yeah, send him some emojis.
What the number one last time, Bill?
402-360-0982. Please text Steve Schindler, inventor of FDIC, because if not, your money is not safe today.
Yep.
You're not putting your money, go to the bank. No, I'm not going to the bank. I'm just going to go put it in a coffee can because it wasn't safe. Steve made it safe.
God bless
Let's
him.
see if we can get several hundred.
God bless Steve
Let's see
Schindler.
if we get to 200 by the time break's over.
Someone from Montana, by the way, texted Steve Schindler too. Yeah. We're at 20 Montana listeners. Someone says he invented the
let him know where
FDIC.
I should have said, let him know where you're texting from.
Yeah, please follow up text if you did. Where you're listening from.
Please follow up the text.
Where
Let
you
them know
texting
where
from.
State of Texas, please get involved in this.
When we come back, we have not mocked Iowa yet for what the heck they tried to do on Saturday. Let's just discuss the Hawkeyes next. Our early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
If you struggle with joint pain, there's good news. You don't need surgery to get back to full health. South Point Medical and Aesthetics offers breakthrough non-surgical options for treatment of moderate to severe joint pain. Our patients experience little to no downtime from our procedures, and the results are remarkable. They've had 14 years of successful treatments with patients from 35 states because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want, because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, Proactive service, we call that Potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our Big Fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Sunday morning. It's quiet, not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Simple, you are an idiot.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Still lots of texts coming in to Steve Schindler, apparently. I sent him a text, so did Sip. It's his birthday.
402-360-0982. Please text the inventor of FBI.
He's awaiting your text.
Crete High School. Stand up.
Do you think he's off today?
No, I think he's working today.
Is he working?
He's a working man, Sip.
Yeah.
He's a working man here.
He could take his birthday off.
Hey,
It's not his birthday. Yeah, it was yesterday, but you can carry it over.
By the way, before we get into some Iowa discussion with their disastrous showing on Saturday, if you want some coffee, come out to the mill right here. We're at 1040 O Street, 11th and O. The mill is here. They've got great coffee. They've got some food also. If you want to buy some breakfast. Bill loves the crumb cake, so to Sip.
We pay for it.
The mill is a wonderful spot.
We steal nothing.
Yeah, we pay. We do not steal
We're
the crumb cake.
We're very above board here.
We pay for the crumb cake, but it is here for your take if you would like to buy it.
I'm gonna mind
the mill.
I might run the register the next couple hours after we're done with the show.
We should have to learn.
We should have to learn how to make an espresso.
Case River in a pinch.
Into a pinch. Also, hey,
like a blizzard.
The blizzard. Also,
the mill can't get here.
We're here. We got it. No problem. What do you guys need? Iced coffee.
We have to learn.
I got you covered, man.
What, 2 frappuccinos? Absolutely.
Would you know how to make? I don't know how to make frappuccinos.
Well, that's what you learn.
I figured out.
There's a training period here. It's a training period.
The best way. You have coffee, black.
DP needs to put us through some training.
Also, quick plug: this Friday we'll be at Double Eagle Golf for the Ryder Cup remote plus the Nebraska-Michigan the final preview before the game on Saturday, 6 to 10 a.m. We'll be on 6 to 8 like usual. Raf and AD 8 to 10.
Okay.
Book your bays at doubleeagle.golf. They're going to be the Ryder Cup will be live. It's in Rome. It'll be actually going on at 6 a.m.
It's in Rome.
This will not be a replay. It'll be on. Hope will be.
Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day.
So come and check us out at Double Eagle Golf, the West O Street, the Kinetic Sports Complex, 6 to 10 a.m. on Friday. Okay, Iowa football was on national TV on Saturday. I think we all pretty much predicted that Penn State would win handily, right? Going away.
Yeah, I did.
I thought Iowa might score
10 to 13 points. I thought it would be.
There's a breaker out front.
Nice.
Penn State wins the game 31-0. Now here's some stats for you guys. This is amazing.
Okay.
Incompetence by Iowa football. 31-0. Here's a couple stats that stand out. Penn State 97 plays. Iowa 36 plays.
Ooh, that's a disparity.
Penn State had the ball for 45 minutes compared to Iowa's 15. We're not done yet. Penn State, 397 total yards. Iowa, 76 total yards.
Oh, 76.
And another one here. Penn State, 28 first downs. Iowa had 4 first downs. It was incompetence at its finest for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah, they haven't been shut out, the Hawkeyes, since 2000.
Which is kind of hard to believe for how bad they've been on offense all these years, right?
Jake is reveling in this right now.
I'm not reveling. I'm just pointing out facts.
Pig and slop right now.
I'm just pointing out facts.
Rolling around in slop right now and enjoying yourself. It's bad.
It was bad ball. But I will say this, 110,000 there, the whiteout.
Yeah.
It was incredible to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Even my wife's just like, whoa.
It's daunting.
Whoa. Look
It's
at
daunting.
that. I mean, you have that. Imagine going into that.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it in 2002 when Nebraska went there, and it was not pretty.
That's a 41-7 game.
Well, yeah, when Larry Johnson ran wild, and Jamal was just young. He was young in that job, in that starting quarterback job. And I remember his eyes were as big as saucers. It was a hard situation.
I mean, there's a few places to play. It's like LSU, Death Valley on Saturday night.
Tough.
That's it, as tough as it gets right there.
Mhm.
Penn State is loud.
Oh God, it's hard.
It's loud.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with.
And it was rough weather too. It was kind of a misty, rainy.
It was a little misty,
a little rough day for him. But
we'll see how Iowa comes back. I mean, you wouldn't have guessed they were only going to get 76 yards. I mean, Heinrich Harper got 75 on one play.
He did.
76 yards. That's hard to do. That's hard to not dumb into 12 first downs somehow.
They took McNamara out probably for, I don't know.
McNamara out?
They did in the fourth quarter. He wasn't doing anything.
A couple things. That one time they ran him naked and he had no one there and he took off running. He can't run. He's still hurt. He's still hurt.
Yep.
Whatever that injury is like that, he is not 100%. So they're back in quarterback pickle situation. Now for Nebraska, if you look like that, it's like very easy. If you look at the opponents, can all beatable. And the team they've lost to, which is
Nebraska a little bit,
which is Minnesota. So that's like, okay, Minnesota held the tiebreaker, right? Minnesota just lost to a team that they should have won probably by 28 points. And they lose to that team. So Minnesota's going to lose several more. So that's going to cancel that out. Like I said, I went through that 1 year at Wisconsin where early on we lost. This was back when as leaders and legends, we lost to Ohio State. We ended up going 10-2 on the year. When we lost to Ohio State, like they had to lose 2. Well, that kills you. So now Nebraska has everyone in front of them. And just tell me who you're looking at. Like Illinois, nope. Michigan State, nope.
These are
Iowa,
not easy games.
They're not easy, but they're not.
You don't look at them and go, "Oh God, this is horrifying."
They're all pick'em games.
A lot of them are
2.5 point games that they're going to be on. So Nebraska, Michigan, they are underdogs. After that, the next 7 games are all going to be Wisconsin, no.
Iowa should be able to play with them.
There's no.
Think about Iowa's offense versus Nebraska's defense. Nebraska's going to be in the game no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, Iowa might score 12 on.
Yeah.
I mean, can you come up with 12? Yeah. That's the kind of games they're going to be. They're going to be close. There's going to be a lot of pick 'em type.
Does this change at all if McNamara gets healthier? Right now, you said he's not back to full health. It's pretty clear right now.
Not really, because I still think they're probably just not as good up front. I will say this also: they ran in that Penn State team is special. They don't have a weakness. It's not, they're a little weak. No,
they're not.
I think they're the best team in the conference.
Well, yeah, they could be. I don't know. They're not playing really well offensively.
No,
they're not.
But also they're
not running the ball like they thought
also
they would.
Talked about the reason they didn't have more yards was because they got the ball in such great field position all the time. So there was no long drives.
Yeah,
I think 400 yards in the rain against a pretty good.
That's good.
400 yards in the rain against Iowa.
No, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good because Iowa does still play pretty good defense.
Yes.
Yeah, Iowa's just not much. In the West isn't much, and you're right about the schedule. Nebraska should, God, if they can just, I mean, if you're a rule right now, first of all, there's a lot of stress because when you have an offense like Nebraska, there's just going to be stress every week because you're trying to come up with something. I mean, this time it was for instance, putting Tommy Hill as a starting receiver. Okay, that's what you're trying. You're just trying to piece together right now. We're going to start Tommy Hill at receiver. He started the game at receiver.
But offensively, if you watch,
we got one run.
What you have to defend against Iowa and Nebraska is way harder to defend than Iowa is. And so, like I said, you have a better chance you're better than Iowa. You're better than a lot.
Generate some points.
Who's generating the points? The one team they'll play that is generating some points is Maryland. Maryland's generating some points.
Can besides Michigan, Maryland looks like, I don't know. I don't want to say the toughest game because you got to go to Wisconsin. You still got to go to Wisconsin.
That's tough.
Yeah,
and that's to beat them. Yeah, it's a hard place to win the game, not play well, but to actually finish it off, and beat them. But also on defense, Wisconsin is nothing close to what they've been.
And up front on offense, they're not that great.
And their best run. I think their best running back, Malusi, is better than Braylon Allen if you give him the same number of carries, and he's out for the season.
I can't emphasize enough though how important it is to keep Anthony Grant healthy. Right. You got to. If he would go down, it's trouble.
That's trouble.
Yeah, because he makes a lot of plays.
His wiggle is incredible. He gets out.
You like that wiggle, don't you?
But he avoids tackles right away.
Well,
he's got last wiggle. Year though.
He's got wiggle, but you always got to mention first his toughness.
He's tough.
He's a tough dude now. I mean, I love him. I love him as a running back. I'm not saying he's an All-American, but he's more than serviceable.
Before we get to the game show, a couple of responses coming in from Steve Schindler, who people have been texting him.
Yes.
Someone says, Bill, I got this response. Thank you, Steve, original member, FDIC. And he says, I love Texas. Started my banking career there. Yeah. He goes further on.
Steve mentions more.
Steve is texting people?
He's not responded to me yet. I'll tell you that
nor
much.
Me.
Did you tell him who you were?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
That's Jake Sorensen.
I got him in my phone now.
I saved him in my phone.
Steve Schindler.
I saved him.
We're friends.
I'm at the wedding. You guys both did.
I mix up Schindler and the
Swigert.
Yeah, I mix them up.
I can see that. Schindler, Swigert.
Yeah, it could be both.
Yeah. I mix them up.
I'm hoping I hope Tammy can text and give us a number. Where Steve's
Tammy, what's the update, please?
Give us a number, Tammy.
How many texts have you received now? Steve Schindler.
Hoping for over a couple hundred.
God, there's a monster on O Street. It's Raph.
It's Raph.
Look how much bigger than AT. He just towers over.
Bigger than
they're going to the wrong building.
Hey, guys, you're in the wrong building.
You're going to the wrong place.
Raph's bigger than everybody.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Sip the Records 9 and 8.
Oh, God.
9 and 8.
Is that right? Are you right about that?
I am right about that.
Thanks for keeping track.
Yep, 9 and 8. Today's topic is NFL kickers. Do you know what teams these guys kick for?
No.
Yeah, you do. We'll see how well you do.
All right.
464.
I have no chance.
5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down Sip in trivia. The record's 9 and 8. You guys don't feel great about NFL kickers?
No.
Let's see how our caller feels. James, how do you feel about NFL kickers today, James? Is that a good? You said I couldn't really hear you there.
Oh, yeah, good.
Okay, James feels good.
Sounds like he's talking from a
in the water
can. James, are you all right?
I'm calling from the bank vault.
Oh, from the bank vault.
Maybe he's FDIC.
Maybe he's in Creighton right now.
Or maybe he's robbing a bank. Maybe he's in the midst of robbing a bank.
Maybe he's
called in.
Thank you for taking time.
I'm the getaway
Good
driver.
luck.
All right. I'm just waiting outside the bank here.
He's in the bank vault. This is first.
All right, James. First question goes to you. What NFL team does Cameron Dicker kick for?
Oh, God, I should know that.
Cowboys.
Is he a...
Oh, you guys.
Do not ever do that.
It's yawned.
It's amazing that you just did that.
I did. I yawned.
The whole city.
Sip used to yell at me if I yawned ever on the air.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I did like 3 times.
We are going to, Bill, I think we just take a hard pass.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Okay, that would be the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. So 0-0 tie.
Cam Dickert.
No. Jake Dickert is the head coach of Washington State. Cameron Dicker, T. Dicker is
he's a kicker for the Chargers.
Okay. First question, 0-0 tie. Sip. What team does Greg Joseph kick for?
Just making up names now.
I am not.
Greg Joseph. Let's see.
He is an NFL kicker for a certain team. It is not the Chargers, so you got 31 guesses.
I'll take it, Bill.
Take it, yeah.
I mean, we got 132. His name is Greg Joseph.
It is.
Seahawks.
I love the guess. I actually love the guess.
Do you want that one, James? You want to pass?
Pass.
That'd be the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings.
All right, here we go.
0-0 tie. Back to James for the lead. Last question, James. What team does Younghoe Koo kick for?
The Jaguars.
Is he a Jaguar?
No, we probably could let it go.
Are we stealing this one or not?
Hard pass.
Okay, the answer was the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
He's a Falcon.
Close. They're both birds.
Yes.
What did you have? What did you have?
Cardinals.
He said
Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
Cardinals. Okay, Sip. This is for the win. Bills in play.
Sweet.
0-0 tie.
Ooh, that's sweet.
What team does Jason Myers kick for? It's for you, Sip. For the win.
This is for the win.
Look at Bill.
We know
Bill
none of
closed his eyes to think there.
We know none of these. I mean, I got to guess.
Yes.
Washington. The Commanders.
Great guess.
James, you want that one or not?
I know.
That'd be.
If we did all 32 teams, would we get one?
Oh, you should. I feel like you should. Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, the answer. This goes to you, Sip, and James will go over under your
Bill's
answer.
going to handle this.
Listen, you guys, you haven't used him yet,
Right.
so you can use him here.
Yeah, he's handling this.
Adam Vinatieri played 24 NFL seasons and has the record for most field goals made in a career in the NFL. How many field goals did he make? 24 seasons. These are not. This is made field goal, not attempted. Made.
389.
Hold on. I want to do something.
Wait,
you doing the math?
It's doing some math. That was not an official guess. That was not the official guess. 389 was the number, but
389. I would have gone.
Go higher then.
Then you make the official prediction.
Go ahead. Go with it.
All right, I'll go 424.
Okay, over under 424 for the win here, James.
Over.
How about 599?
Oh,
he was
God.
one shy
You're gonna kill me
of
for this.
600.
You know what? Here's this. I look at 24 times 24.
What'd you put?
24 times 24 is 576.
It's been a hell of a guess. Damn. James, we'll get you bagels. Thanks for calling in and calling on the road. Nice win today.
How do they not bring him back? So if a team is, let's just say there's a team right now that's like, out of the playoffs last game, they're like they've won one game. Don't you bring him back to kick one field goal? I'd sign him.
Honestly, give him a chip shot. Give me a 22-yard field goal.
He's our kicker for this game. We don't care.
Yeah.
He's our kicker.
Just do
You
something.
can't end at 599.
No,
Come on.
do something.
Dude, I want you to think about this though. Imagine making 599 field goals.
It's pretty impressive.
And some big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a guess in who's second all time?
No.
I think I'm right in this one. I'm pretty sure.
Garo Yepremian.
No. I think it's Morton Anderson.
Okay.
He kicked for 25 years old.
That absolutely makes sense.
The left-legged Morton Anderson.
Was he lefty?
He was lefty. Oh,
Was
yeah.
he lefty?
Left-legged, yep.
So
interesting. Well, this is an interesting show. There's a lot of carnage this weekend in football. Just carnage. I mean, Denver Broncos are something to follow.
We hardly even touched on NFL. We couldn't even do it. There were some.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. NFL.
And I know it's winners
and losers are tomorrow. We did discuss 70 points by the Miami Dolphins.
That's some severe carnage in Denver.
And also, we never even touched on Texas and Baylor. That was unbelievable.
I didn't watch a second of that game.
I
What
watched
happened?
that. Well, Texas just crushed it. Baylor looked like a junior high team.
Carnage.
What was the score of that one, Bill?
I
You
think
got that one?
Like 38-6, I believe.
Carnage.
What happened to Dave Aranda?
I don't know.
Colorado carnage.
I loved watching the Air Force San Jose State game. There was one time that Air Force had the ball for, it was like 38 snaps to 3 for Air Force. That's what they had like that. They have
that's amazing.
There was 17 minutes of clock, and they had the ball for 16 minutes of it.
That's incredible. So they obviously won the game.
Yeah, they're rushing the ball at a ridiculous rate.
Air Force
is just, you don't want to play Air Force. That's like I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them. They have an answer for everything.
They look good. They got personnel.
Yeah, they have, okay. No, just okay. But yeah, just incredible. There was a lot of cool games to watch.
A lot of football happenings this weekend because of the game. There's so many big games.
Every section had one. I sat my wife down. I think it was on the night before. Friday.
You sit her down.
And we talked. We sat her down. And we
you sit Laura
down. You say it like
so
that? Let me sit her down.
Sit her down.
But we
Come
discussed
on.
them. I go. Just so you know, tomorrow from 11 o'clock to 11 o'clock till about 1 a.m. I'm not doing anything.
Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. I'm sitting right here at the couch.
Did you have sweatpants on?
No sweatpants. I went short pants.
Did you go short pants in the garage?
Yeah.
Were you pacing?
Is pacing.
God, I would love just to have a camera on Bill.
I lost my mind on
Bill
the Notre Dame. When he pulled the ball, I'm like, what are we doing? First of all, don't even have a play where you can pull the ball. Just hand the ball off.
When we come back, the spillover with Raf and AD and early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creecat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project, and you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonzal Pool & Spa is having a sale so good that they're offering it up for the whole month. Soak up the savings when you purchase a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now through the end of September. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today and soak up the savings at Bonzal Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2, or at bonzalpool.com. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, and they've scouted out the best Kawasaki side-by-side deals for you. Score up to $2,500 off the 2023 Kawasaki Terex and up to $1,000 off Mule Pro FX and FXCs. Whether you want to handle the toughest task in a trusted, tried and true mule or looking to dominate adventure in a Terex, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with a large selection of Kawasaki side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Hurry in, the clock is running down. Offer valid through 9/30/2023. Subject to change without notice. Offer available on approved purchases of select new unregistered Kawasaki vehicles. Model and year exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We have a full house for the spillover. Both Raph and AD are with us, sponsored by South Point Medical and Aesthetics. A couple champs in here. AD Steelers beat the Raiders last night, 23-18.
Okay.
My Dolphins beat Chris Raff's Broncos.
Hold on. Whoa, stop. It's another touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it was. Touchdown. Yeah.
Touchdown Dolphins.
Hey, Raph. Now, I think I was pretty polite in my texts and tweets yesterday to you. I let you alone. I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
You said you were sorry.
The Broncos give up 70 points in an NFL game to the Dolphins, 70-20. And as of right now, I asked Raph, hey, is Vance Joseph still employed? He says he has not been fired yet. So I guess he made the plane ride back to Denver.
Is he getting fired, Raph? He should be.
He gave up 70
You really think
points.
so? Oh yeah, he should be gone.
Yeah, I'm not pushing back.
There's things you do. I was telling AD on the drive down here.
Okay.
Miami's offense. What gets Miami's offense off kilter? You hit Tua. I mean, you don't want to hurt him. You don't want to injure him.
Right.
But you've seen Tua gets a little rattled when he gets hit. Denver comes out, plays a soft zone.
Yeah, it was terrible.
They let him stand back there. He completed his first 17 passes, I believe.
He didn't have an incomplete pass to the middle of the third quarter. And it was a deep shot. It was a deep shot.
Think about that for a second. Till the middle of the third quarter, Coach.
He was 17 for 17.
Yeah,
Actually, to finish the game, I think he had more touchdowns and incomplete passes. I think he was 25 of 28. with 4 touchdown passes. 2 shovel passes. 1 was no look. Oh, by the way.
So you playing soft zone?
We're getting he had a no look shovel pass.
If he'd have went behind the back shovel, that'd have been incredible.
Take that, Mahomes.
Just try, yeah.
Take
just
that,
throw
Mahomes.
If you're playing soft zone, are you worried about their speed? Is that what's going on? Are you just worried about speed getting you?
Well, here was my thing going into the game. They didn't have Waddle. Waddle's out.
Jalen Waddle did not play in this game. He scored 70 points without Jalen Waddle.
Sean Payton is. Oh, listen, we were having a discussion off air. Remember what Sean Payton said before the season?
Yeah, he bashed the whole other
side. He said Hackett, that was like Hackett's coaching job last year with the Broncos was one of the worst he's ever seen
in the history of the NFL.
He said it on the record. He said
that is no longer true.
That's
no longer true. There's a new leader in the clubhouse.
That kind of comment, it comes back to get you.
Yeah.
And it's getting him bad right now.
There's a lot of humble pie. He's eating a lot of humble pie.
I don't know. Is Sean Payton capable of eating humble pie?
I don't think he had a choice last night because they were forcing him to eat that humble pie. It was just like,
wow. Yeah, because he is arrogant.
He's
sorry,
an arrogant
Rab.
guy. 14-game season starts today. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
All right,
Hey,
Rab.
I got to tell you something, though. Russell Wilson was not bad in this game. You know, he gets a lot of – the defense was horrific. Now, again, he put up 13 points, which is not enough for an offense in a game. No. They had a kickoff return when it was 63-13. They had a kickoff return, which I was pissed about, by the way. I was pissed. No kickoff return touchdowns.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was bad. But the thing is this: they had no defensive touchdowns or special teams. It was 10 offensive touchdowns. There wasn't a fluke pick six or a kick return. Everything was offensive. Now they did have a fumble that got out of the 3-yard line, so it was a 1 score there, and a pick at also the 10-yard line, so short field. But there was not a pick 6 or defensive or special team score. 10 offensive touchdowns. Both running backs had 4 touchdowns for the Dolphins. Both of them. Raheem Mostert 4.
Somebody in fantasy football.
Joe, that's a coach. I didn't send any of these to Raph last night because I was like, dude, I'm not going to beat a man when he's already down.
No.
But these
Raph,
memes,
we're not
the memes that were coming out were hilarious.
I got to see this one.
This is really good.
Show it to me.
This is really funny.
It's really funny. It made me laugh.
It is. It's funny. It'd be incredible if we actually did that. McDaniels was letting
McDaniels, tell him what it is. Tell him what it is.
It's a picture of McDaniels in the crowd. It says the Dolphins were beating the Broncos so bad, McDaniels was in the stands letting the fans call the second half plays.
That'd be a great idea. That'd be a great idea.
Dude, the internet is going to kill you all day.
Oh, Sean Payton's a dead man.
He's like, what do you think? What should we call here?
You want to go team? All right, go team, man. Yeah. So there was a 3rd and 10. They had the backup, the entire backups, offensive line backups, running backs, and they took a deep shot with Mike White, the backup quarterback, and he hit Robbie Chosen, formerly Robbie Anderson, for a deep. No, Pat Surtain was in coverage. Surtain's the best cornerback in the Broncos. He got blown up on that one.
My thing that I'll say to that is that's when they needed to fire Vance Joseph because
during the game
he should not have been on the field and Pat
Surtain.
Surtain was not there. He had checked out because
checked out
and he got toasted.
Let me ask you guys
but
this.
why then they were in man-to-man. Where were they at early in the game?
Well, Coach,
so frustrating.
Let me ask you guys this, though, man. Me and Raph are on the way here. Russell Wilson was in the game until the very end.
He played the whole game.
Why would you keep your starters in? It takes one fluke hit because Miami had their bench, of course, in there, and they're going full speed. Let's say Russell takes a hit when it's literally when there's a minute and 20 left, minute 15 left, and he's done for the season. What were you trying to prove to your guys by keeping them in the game down by 50?
All you can say is it's just, hey, we're just going to get live game reps. That was it. Hey, we're not playing real well. We're going to try to get a little bit. We're just going to go out and play. That would be it. But yes, if obviously he's your quarterback, and so there's definitely a drop off if he's not there. You even said that he played decent in the game. So if you did lose him, that's huge.
You think about this as far as Vance Joseph's employment goes.
Fire him.
It doesn't seem like a rash move the more you think about it. I mean, he's been coaching a defense insufficiently, obviously, because it just gave up 70 on a Sunday and on a regular season Sunday. I mean, he hasn't that unit's not prepared well. And how do you get it back now with him as the leader? With him as the leader. Now, I don't know all the behind the scenes stuff, But man, I mean, it's like they haven't been that good this year either.
Well,
and they're not
Broncos
that bad
lost,
personnel.
They lost 2 close games off the bat. They lost to the Raiders 17-16. They missed an extra point in that game.
Extra point and a missed field goal.
Then they had a 21-3 against the Commanders last week. Blew that. By the way, the Commanders scored 3 points yesterday. They lose the Bills.
And then how many did they put on the Broncos?
They were at home, lost 37-3. They had, I think, 5 turnovers on offense. They were horrific. Got sacked 8 or 9 times. It was unbelievable how much they got dominated by the Bills. I might be wrong on my Bills no playoff prediction. They look good the last 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Against the Raiders and Commanders.
They've looked.
They play Miami this week, though, in Buffalo. Be a hell of a game. Hell of a game.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
What's your gut on that?
Oh, you got to pick the Dolphins.
I think the Bills would be favored by probably 1 or 2. Bills be favored. I think Dolphins should feel like they're going to win the game. They've been dominant so far. I mean, the Chargers game is close. They beat the Patriots by 7. They win by 1 million yesterday. The Dolphins should feel very confident. They went into Buffalo in the playoffs with a 3rd-string quarterback and lost by 3. They got Tua. He's healthy. The line was incredible yesterday. Teron Armstead was back from injury, was amazing at left tackle. They have every reason to believe they should win that football game.
I think that if you're the Broncos and if you're the Dolphins, you both better forget about last night's game very quickly.
Yeah.
Because if the Dolphins don't forget about it, because they're not going to hang, obviously, 70 on Buffalo.
No.
So they better,
That'd be
okay,
awesome,
guys,
though.
great game, but we got to move on right now. If you're Denver, obviously, you got to evaluate some things and say, great game.
In
but
NBA
we gotta
playoffs, teams lose by 30 or 40 and win the next game.
Yeah. Or win the series.
Win the series.
Or win the series.
Yeah. In the playoffs, they'll be like, yeah, they lost by 40, and they still won the series.
That's why this whole Vance Joseph thing, I don't know if you make a move or not.
Yes.
I think you make the move based on
if
the head coach knows what the issue is, what the problem is. If you got to be on the inside before you start saying all of a sudden just randomly, oh, he's out, he's in. It may be something way different, way bigger, different stuff.
And Coach, you know what? I think I think Peyton has to look at himself too. It's not like their offense has been lighting up the board.
That's the first thing I said in here when we started the show was start, stop, down. Start, stop, down.
He better look at his offense too.
Start, stop, down. Where it's like, okay, let's figure out how things are in the building with what's going on.
Oh God!
Again, Raiders aren't a horrible team. They're not. They're a solid team. They're not a great team. It's still 17-16 and missed an extra point and missed a field goal. So they should have won the game. They should have won that. They should have been 2-0.
Yeah.
They had the Commanders now. What were they down in that one?
21-3.
21-3.
And the Commanders came back and scored how many?
It was pass interference, though.
It was 35-33. Commanders won.
Yeah, they went on a.
So they easily could have been a 2-0 team.
So they've given up 105 in the last 2 weeks.
That's perfectly normal.
There's
Perfectly
more
normal.
than just one.
Right now, the Dolphins are going to, for points per season, the Dolphins have it. Because they scored what some teams score in 4 games.
Yeah.
One.
And basically about 3.5 quarters.
3.5. So all they got to do from here on out is score like 14-17 a game, and they'll
set the record.
They'll be the number one scoring.
When I took off, and I told Raph this yesterday, when I took off in Chicago, it was halftime was just ending. It's 21-13. Okay. I landed and I texted Raph and said, "What happened?" I mean, it was
because when you landed,
it was Chicago to Lincoln.
I was just hold it. Did you land in Los Angeles?
It's like, it was 20, and I landed. I looked at my phone. I'm like, this can't be. I think it was what 48.
Okay, so
48 something. I'm thinking
49-13.
I'm like, what in the heck happened?
That's what
the Dolphins happened.
That's what Peyton was.
Dolphins happened. That's what happened.
Real quick, what were you doing during the game?
I was at Brewski's. I watched the entire thing, and I was just ecstatic. I said more. I said more.
Solo.
More.
He was at Brewski's solo.
I was by myself.
Yeah. For 6 hours.
I was
incredible.
I was there for 4 yesterday. I left at 4 o'clock. I went to play golf after that.
Okay.
Let's just hit real quick. I know it's about over, but the time management by the Vikings was just incredible.
Oh no!
I mean, everyone's screaming, "Spike the ball!" You got 3 downs from the 6. Then they're like going, "Well, it was too loud. We couldn't." I mean, it was again, coaching matters.
Oh, it matters so much.
The coaching error there was ginormous,
especially late in games. It really matters.
It's just like just spike the ball and you have 3 plays from the 6. That's what you got.
That's a team to where their coach right now. That seat's getting hot.
Ooh.
I think that seat's getting a little warm because the games they've dropped this year have just been head scratchers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Head scratchers. But we're watching him, and he's like doing, and then they're trying to call a play, and everybody's just going like, "Oh my Lord,
the ball! Spike the ball!
What are you doing?" when the interception got over, there was 7 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
so all
unbelievable.
you had was 3 plays. So just spike it and
figure it out after
very high level of an incompetence.
They didn't need. Then it was like, well, we were trying to catch him off guard.
No, you're not.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. But to say that it's no different than Marcus Freeman. Yeah, I told the guy, just don't go in the game, stay off, play with Penn.
Sit this possession.
But it was
out.
an incomplete pass to play before. It's you can't
Watch this. We're going to win with 10.
Really? Imagine that one. Imagine if they'd have won, could have said, you know what? I just wanted to win with 10. It'd be so cool.
Prove a point.
To just show that we back what Lou Holtz said. We're gonna imagine Lou on that one. They beat him with 10.
Ryan Day did not let Lou Holtz forget what he said.
No.
Oh, man.
That's it for us. The Drive with Raf and Ideas next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. See you.
That's incredible.
Is this you? You feel the same way every day, and it's not good. You may think there's a magic pill that can fix you. There isn't. Limitless Male has found that the majority of men who admit they feel bad are suffering with low testosterone, which can cause these symptoms: